Take two. So anyway,
No, you don't start anyway.
so hey, we're doing it together.
You gonna leave me hanging?
Oh my bad, my bad, my bad. Ah,
All right.
I'm sorry. I didn't look. I didn't look. Anyway, so we were talking the other day. I was watching a television show. Um, it's called Watson. It's with Morris Chestnut. If you ain't watch it, it's pretty good. She don't watch it because she can't watch all the shows I watch. Too many of
Yeah, it is. And they are
them.
alike. They're
And they
all
alike.
alike.
And they
You see
alike.
one, you
Yeah.
see all five.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway.
That's true. So I'm watching the show, and the show's about a young man who has sickle cell. And they're talking about the treatments for sickle cell. And it's mentioned during the course of the show that there's actually a cure for sickle cell, but that it costs $3 million. So $3 million sent me down. So this sent me down a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Sent me down a rabbit hole looking up the cure, the actual cures for sickle cell, and there actually is two verified cures for sickle cell. Both of them deal with gene editing. One of them uses CRISPR, another one is gene editing. Both of them deal with the editing of genes, though.
Right.
To where you actually scissor out part of the DNA structure that creates the sickled cell, and then you manipulate the cells that are already there. It's a bunch of stuff, right? So the research behind it is amazing, right? But the cost to actually have the treatment is from $2.2 million to $3 million.
Right. For one.
For one treatment.
One.
For the single treatment. Now you'll be cured of the disease, but it costs you $2.2 million,
right,
or $3 million.
Right.
I flipped the hell out.
Yeah, I found that to be absolutely ridiculous.
I flipped out. I blacked out.
It's not that expensive.
I blacked out.
It's not that expensive of a process.
It's expensive.
It is, but not $2.5 million.
It's $2 million to $3 million.
What I'm saying is the actual cost.
Yes, it should not cost that much.
No, not
but
at all.
But that's how much it costs. If you want to get treated, that's how much it costs. Now my biggest issue with this whole thing is that it is Black people who are predominantly affected,
right,
by sickle cell, by this disease.
Right. And they can cure all of them.
They could cure it.
Everybody.
But
if they wanted to.
But they sell it for $2 million to $3 million
per treatment
for you to be treated and cured of sickle cell.
Right.
Right? Now, sickle cell does affect other nationalities and other peoples of the world, specifically those in South America. There actually is a whole sect of Caucasians that are affected by sickle cell in Eastern Europe, which is a really weird thing. But so there are other people that are affected, but the predominant amount of people are African American, or not African American, or African or Black.
Right.
Right. And so Black people are predominantly affected by sickle cell because it was a way for the body to prevent itself from getting malaria.
Right.
Because of mosquitoes and all of that.
Right.
And so the sickled cell prevented the malaria from entering the system, which then kept people from dying from malaria.
Right.
So it was an evolutionary process that took place. But the evolutionary process.
God is always watching out for us.
Exactly.
They keep doing us bad, but God keeps watching out for us.
But the process is no longer needed anymore. Right. That biological genetic abnormality or mutation, actually,
right,
is no longer needed. So we can get rid of sickle cell and the pain that comes from it.
Right. You can.
But it costs $2 to $3 million.
Right.
For the treatment.
Right.
That is absolutely insane.
Exactly. It is.
I have so many people in my personal sphere, in life, that have been affected by sickle cell.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Either past or dealing with it currently.
Right.
There's several, so many. Then in real talk, family.
Yeah.
We have family who have the sickle cell trait because of who they are.
Right.
And one of the we were talking about this the other day, or talking about this when we first brought it up, was the fact that uh, that we don't talk about it as much anymore.
We don't.
We don't talk about sickle cell. When I was a kid, I was told, make sure that you check to see if somebody has sickle cell,
Right.
because you have the gene, or you have the gene, and if you were to get with somebody who has the gene, then you could pass the gene on to them, and they would end up having sickle cell.
Right.
Or there's a higher probability.
Right. It was a whole awareness in the Black community. That's
exactly.
One thing they told
and
you.
I don't know if that awareness is still there.
I don't know.
I don't remember telling my kids that.
I don't remember
which
telling
was
mine
probably
either.
it was probably bad.
Yeah, we just didn't do it.
We didn't do it.
So it's probably a whole, like, from our generation
Yeah,
on.
but one of the interesting things about I'm speaking metaphorically. I don't have the gene, but I have a brother who has the gene. And so I have a couple brothers that have the gene, actually. But it was told to me too,
right?
Because I'm part of the family. We all together.
Right.
So they tell one, they go tell everybody. Right.
They told everybody.
And then we were told that in school.
We were.
Especially by the Black teachers.
Yeah, the Black teachers.
It wasn't the white teachers that told us.
No,
this.
they didn't.
I can remember hearing this from Mrs. Brown, who was a third grade, Lincoln Elementary.
Third grade, Lincoln
Elementary, Mrs. Brown's class, where she talked about that to us during the health portion of the class.
Well, yeah.
But it was a Black teacher.
She was.
And she was teaching predominantly Black students.
Yeah,
there were a couple of white kids at our school.
It was a lot of mixed and Black people there.
I remember the white kids, but I don't.
Because they weren't dominant. Mixed.
But they weren't dominant.
You lived in a very mixed neighborhood.
I lived in a very Black neighborhood. I lived on the Black side of town.
I know, but all the light-skinned people were mixed. It was a lot of mixed.
Yeah, but there was a whole lot. That was Urbana, though. I'm talking about Springfield. There's a little. There's a distinction.
That's not the topic we're talking about. We're talking
I
about.
know, but you got me off track.
Then we're coming back.
No, we're gonna stay. We'll weave back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go back. I just wanted to argue. But anyway, I keep kicking the camera. Stop kicking the camera. But anyway, it's egregious that the billionaire class and billionaire companies hold on to these cures.
Yes.
And monetize it.
Uh-huh.
And essentially hurt a whole race of people.
Yeah, because they don't want us to have it.
Because they don't want us to have it. Are you telling me that it costs $2 million to run the test?
No, it don't.
To edit the genes. They've done it already, so it's proven that they have a process. There's a process.
Even if it costs $200,000, Black people could possibly crowdfund,
but $2 million
and collect that money to get the cure for a handful of us. But at $2 million and something, $2 to $3 million, that's unaffordable.
That's unaffordable for
almost everybody.
Yeah, there's not any. Nobody can afford that.
We cannot crowdfund.
I'm sorry, nobody can afford that.
To be able to,
there's no way for
do it once.
There's no. We could do it for one person. We could do it for one. If it was, and I know at least 6 people,
right,
that have sickle cell,
right.
And that are dealing with pain and hospitalizations, right, and being out of work and disability and all of these things. I know at least 6 people that have sickle cell.
They do this, I guess it's the researchers, and that's the reason why they can get away with this. But the whole Hippocratic oath, do no harm and do what's best for the people and give them what they need.
That's not pharmacies. That's not pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals, huh? And I guess no, because pharmaceuticals is drugs. This is actually a gene editing. So these are doctors. These are scientists. I don't know if they take the same oath as doctors do. I'm sure they do because it's medical. It's medical field. It's still medical research.
I'm just saying. I just don't know how you can get away with charging all this money and
$2 to $3 million that could keep people from having pain, to keep people from dying. because we know a lot of people have died.
Yeah, we know several people that died from sickle cell.
And so it doesn't make any sense
You're
for
holding on to
this cure.
Cure that will cure probably a million people.
More than that. More than that. It's a huge number. I'd have to look it up, but it's a huge number.
That's ridiculous.
Of people who have. It's more than millions. It's more
ridiculous.
than millions. And so
why come up with a cure if you're not going to give it to anybody?
Because
it's
now
like,
we can
we
now we
cure.
can
we can
now
control you.
Like I said, if I know 6 people, that's $18 million.
Yeah.
If I know 6 people.
But the thing of it is getting the money to be able to give yourself the cure.
Yeah, but nobody has that. I'm saying this, but I'm saying they made $18 million.
And even if somebody was,
that's just off of the people I know.
Even if you knew somebody super rich who could buy a bunch of them, it's still
$18 million. They made if the 6 people I know had $2 to $3 million apiece,
right?
That's $18 million that the company that has this gene editing solution, they made $18 million off of 6 people. $18 million.
Yeah.
And you're holding on to it because you're assholes and asshats who don't care about humanity.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just got to be honest sometimes. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to heat you up or make you mad. I am absolutely certain that there is more than likely a cure or something that can be given specifically for women who are dealing with perimenopause and menopause.
Oh yeah, it's got to be.
And all the symptoms that go along with it.
We've been here. Women are the other as men and as women since the beginning of time.
Yes.
And since the beginning of time, since we were able to have babies, we've had menopause.
Yes.
We've had thousands. I don't know how long have we been here of years to figure this out.
Yes.
We are not the first ones. And it's absolutely ridiculous that they don't have a cure for this or a fix or a patch, something.
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
Exactly.
And I should have to take a bunch of whole things. It should be a fix. It should be some herb or some drink or some mix.
It's literally half of the human population.
Yes, half.
Or more, because there's sometimes more women than there are men.
Right.
There's literally half to more than half of all of human population that deal with perimenopause and menopause.
Maybe we need to reduce the population to just women.
Beyond just that, the whole aspect of menstrual cycles and all of it that gets wrapped into all of that.
There's all this whole
and thing. There's little to no research ever done on
any of it.
How to alleviate these issues.
You're taking the same old birth control that I took back when I was 15. What kind of mess is that? That's weird.
The whole aspect of the female anatomy.
I'm wearing the same pads my mama wore. That's weird.
That's wild.
Everything has evolved so much.
But they have
from my mom's time.
They have tampons.
But what I'm saying is, it's the same ones though.
Nothing. The technology hasn't changed.
It's the same thing.
The material.
Why are we still using the material
got better. The material got better. So they make it out of better material. Why are we still
using all of this outdated stuff?
Because men rule the world.
It's so unnecessary.
And we're stupid and we don't realize that how harmful our inaction has been towards women. We are horrible.
A man was bleeding profusely with pain and cramps for 7 to 10 days every month. They will have 7 to 10 days every month off from work and don't ask them to do nothing. They can just lay in the bed and somebody would bring them their meals and don't bother them and leave them alone. And somebody would come and massage their back and their thighs because that's what hurts.
Absolutely.
Every month.
I cannot stress enough.
But we got to get up. We got to go to work. We got to take kids to school. We got to cook dinner. We got to go to work and negotiate with these fools. Like, ain't nothing. Like, we not bleeding to death. We at the grocery store just bleeding to death.
I'm about to say something
crazy.
I'm about to say something real ignorant. And I'm going to apologize for it before I even say it. That's why you will never hear me call another man or somebody a pussy. Because that is that's the strongest thing on fucking planet Earth.
It is.
Why would I call you something that is so strong, so magnificent, so wonderful in all of its creation? Why would I call you something that I love and hold dear to my heart?
And that's the whole disrespect of women, period. That right
Why
there.
would I call you a pussy?
And it's
if anything, I could call you a limp peenie. A limp ween.
They think that word means weak.
A limp dick.
They think it
because that's the weakest thing in the world. That is when that thing is flaccid. It don't even move. It just flop around.
Disrespect of it all.
The
total disrespect of
it. Yes, absolutely.
And if we decided all together that we were just gonna quit, there wouldn't be no more people.
You are right. You are absolutely right.
Although they can make babies from tubes and put them in machines and grow them.
Where are they gonna get the egg from? They're gonna steal it?
No, they generate stuff now.
No, they can't. You can't make an egg.
They're weird though.
No, you can't make an egg.
No,
if you make an egg, that baby gonna come out with one eyeball.
That's the problem. They're making
that baby gonna come out. That baby gonna come out with fins.
Look, I just think it's be right.
Man, you can't make an egg because that is the wonderful thing about God's creation, about creation in and of itself, is that it requires an egg and it requires a sperm.
They think they can, so they try.
No, they can't. They can't make an egg. You might be able to clone an egg, but again, that baby gonna come out.
I'm just saying, but if we collectively,
it's gonna come out and it's gonna have a pointy head and elf ears.
It'll be a mess.
I'm sorry if your baby looks like that.
You are so crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if your baby got a pointy head.
Stop. You are so ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, back to the seriousness of the matter. They could have done something about the women issues in totality.
Period.
There should be a lot more research, and it was
why are women working up until this baby is like coming out of their behind?
It was the 1800s. It was the 1800s, early 1900s, 1860, 19.
They treat all the women like the slaves in the field. We work all the way up until the baby comes out in the office.
When Kellogg's came up with Kellogg's cornflakes, this conversation is wild.
Right.
When Kellogg's came up with Kellogg's cornflakes, it was to help to prevent people from masturbating.
Yeah, you know what? I remember that when we was watching that show on Netflix, that documentary.
Now go a step further. Dr. Kellogg also was the one who initiated, who believed that women who had hysteria needed to have their pelvic floors massaged.
Yes.
Masturbation.
Okay.
So in the 1860s and 1860s, the 1820s, the 1800s, right, early 19th century, they were thinking that when women got upset, when they were having their monthly cycles, when they're having just issues with just their emotions, that they had to give them pelvic massages in order to get their lives together.
Right.
But they didn't think that there are some emotional issues, some chemical imbalances, some things that are going on inside of their bodies that are creating this all of these things to happen, whether it be emotional, spiritual, psychological,
things that make a whole person in there, but we don't have any. It doesn't malfunction sometimes. We make whole people in there.
It is the greatest
We take
engine
care of
of
ourselves. We
creation.
feed ourselves.
My
We
God.
feed the baby after it's born. We make the baby on the inside, and we ain't.
Look,
And then we're supposed to just
we
automatically bump
they haven't
out of
even
that, and
come
we're
up with a
fine.
better way to pump breast milk.
Yeah, that's.
There,
I don't know
there
one
is.
machine that was
I
not
don't
painful.
understand what. Look, women are more than half of the human society, and we have not thought near a tenth of the way into
No.
their physiology, their psychology, their
Everything we do for the most part
just
is pretty
the
much painful.
mentality. What are we doing?
Then people
But
get
we'll create a Viagra or a Cialis or a whatever Levitra or any of them others just so a man can get an erect penis.
right.
That was an accident. No, that was an accident. We have accidents happen to men. Women can't get some purpose stuff done,
Right.
because all of those drugs were just for heart disease that men were having because they don't take care of
We
themselves.
can't even get the insurance to pay for the darn Ozempic.
You can't get
So we can like regulate our hormones and our weight when we go through menopause.
the daggone patches.
And that's something that's already
the
out.
hormonal patches,
The hormonal patches,
the
Paying
injections,
$350, $400 every
the
3 months
rods
for some
that you get
implants.
put in, the implants that you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
That's not covered by insurance.
It's
Why?
not covered
It's
by
health.
Why?
It's my health. It's my medicine.
That's like
It's the drugs.
That's like dental
They
not
pay
being
for my
part of your
allergy
health
shots
insurance.
that they shoot in my arm, but they won't pay for the daggone thing she put in my back, my hormones.
Hormonal replacements. Because,
The
but
same thing.
I'm saying all of that should be covered.
They put a diabetic pump in you, but they won't put a daggone hormonal thing in you.
Yeah, they'll let you be fat and get diabetes,
Right.
but they won't give you the tools in order to not be fat and not get diabetes.
Or
that just go
regulate
work out.
Whole system.
Go. I walk. I do stuff. I'm still 270. I've been trying to get down. Still 270. Now I'm down from where I was because this would be about 370. We're not gonna talk about that. So I'm down.
But yeah,
but I'm still got diabetes and high blood pressure. They could have fixed that a long time ago if they just gave me the right stuff.
Yes, but yeah, so
and I know they ain't giving women nothing.
No.
Y'all don't get nothing. You can't go get nothing.
No.
Your hormone replacement.
Soon we're not going to probably be. Soon women are probably not going to be able to get birth control because all the stuff
birth control costs you. Birth control is another wild one. Birth control is crazy. That is technology from the 50s.
Pads and tampons are not like toilet paper, and they're not available for free in every bathroom you go into. I don't get that. Because every
they should be. Yeah, they should be free.
It should be like toilet paper.
Why?
Because remember they used to have the machines in those.
They used to have. Yeah, used to cost, but they still cost you like.
They still cost you
like 10 cents or a quarter.
Well, it got up to like $2 at one time, and then that's
why? Who's getting around $2 and quarters?
It took dollars. It changed the machine.
It did have changed. I thought it was one of.
It did.
Okay.
It took coins and dollars, and then they finally phased them out.
This is. I'm gonna jump over and just say something stupid again.
I
thought it was like the condom machines in men's bathrooms. You know, you have condom machines. I know,
that's crazy. Bathrooms. And they both came out at the same time, I think.
And you had to put like 4. You had to put like 8 quarters. You had to put like 8 quarters in that sucker. You had to put 4 quarters, swing it, 4 more quarters. What's going around 8 quarters?
Condoms are not needed. They could have took them out.
You are right. They could have had, and those should have been free.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It should be free.
It should be
like
free.
Toilet paper.
Yes, absolutely. I agree, but that's socialism.
And why haven't we adopted bidets like the Japanese or them in the women's bathroom? Because like when you're going through that time, you want a little rinse off. Like
I want one of those in my own house. So
I do too. But what I'm saying is, when you're going through your times, women need a little spritz. While you out.
Oh, that would help keep down the smell.
Something that yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, that was foul.
It would help the people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Things. Yes, absolutely.
That makes sense.
But nobody's thought about. But women who are half of the
We
society.
could barely get a changing table in there to change the
They
diapers.
don't even have rights to vote until the 20s.
We can barely get changing
I mean,
tables in the men's.
this is stupid.
I really think they should have started out with a
stupid.
changing table in the men's bathroom and not available in the women, because we do so much with these kids. They should at least be like, oh, here, take the baby and go in there. You have to take the baby in the bathroom at least to change the diaper.
Do you know that there are some men who will not change their daughter's diapers?
Yeah, I kind of find that to be crazy.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? You if it's her, if it's the mother preventing you from changing the diaper, she got a problem and she needs to go through some therapy. She got some trauma that happened in her life, and I want her to find help.
Or he may have,
or she knows that he got a problem,
right?
And then why are you with him? You should have left him a long time ago.
Right.
Why would you even have him around your child?
Right.
And then from him, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Change your daughter's diaper. Act like a real fucking man and man up. Yes, that is a little baby girl, and let her be a little baby girl. Do not sexualize her. Do not make her older or bigger than she is. Do your duty as a father and change that baby's diaper.
Yeah. We gotta change the little snake boy.
Well, you better pull them. You better pull them. All them part them folds apart and wipe in there and clean all that up.
I gotta wipe all the boys' parts.
Man, please, you better wipe. You better clean
and get peed on.
Man, boys is nasty.
They are.
It was nasty.
They were.
They peed everywhere.
As soon as you take that diaper off,
it was just everywhere. They would get up and pee everywhere.
Yes.
It's nasty. It's like cleaning up for puppies. Cleaning up after puppies. And it's not just, and it's, our kids were actually.
Puppies get trained faster.
Our kids were okay. They weren't good, but we know other people's kids, and I was like, what the hell?
What is going on?
What are we doing?
What is really going on? That is so such a mess. Such a mess.
What is wrong with people?
I don't know.
It's people we know and love, so I can't even say that.
Keep it moving, because you can't name no names.
Yeah. That's funny.